will kick it away to start us off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Side adjustments here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Back to throw, it's Turner. Steps away to find some room. Taking a shot on the first play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Roberts. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Makes the catch. It's Hood. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Touchdown, UNC! They put the first points on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Turner. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Marshall quick to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pulls it in. It's Lacy. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. Grab near the sticks. It's Lacy. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Marshall! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going deep. He's got it for a big play. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it back. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Shoots it to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Got a man. It's Lacy.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play. And that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Marshall quick to the line.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. There's the pressure. It's caught. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got...
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Turner. Caught over the middle, it's Allen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Herd! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He throws into the middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't.
Turning it on! He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Rushes on him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take off. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unleashes one. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the 1st half.
Quick handoff.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Baker. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end. But he wasn't able to come up with it because of the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heel.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Norton. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Marshall quick to the line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Looking to throw, it's Turner. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can, and sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Behind his tight end. Moving past the 25. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to pass, it's Turner. Looking left. Makes the grab, it's Payne. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He wants to go deep. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Marshall.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run it from the gun. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. They'll send the back in motion. Forced out of the pocket. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, Dave.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Baker. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a clip.
He caught it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Looking for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Marshall quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Turner. Dances away. Going right and going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Going for it all. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run.
There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Touchdown, UNC! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Houston. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a... Yeah, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
To the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Marshall quick to the line. He might want another play. From the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's White. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. New set of downs after the completion.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Roberts. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lacey. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dances away to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
When the quarterback leaves the pocket, I have to know that. You could tell the defense did. They did a great job skewing towards him, moving towards where he's scrambling. Now I can be in the passing lanes. Great job by the defense understanding.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Quick strike through the air for the score. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Oh, he's got some space. Spins away. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Grab near the marker. It's Culliver. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Caught in the backfield, it's Allen.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
That's reeled in. It's Allen. Still on his feet at the 40. That's a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the 1st down. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Buys a little extra time. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. it, they want to take their time here. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. With the catch, it's gone. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I love the execution by the defense here. Hey, listen, the jet sweep obviously more and more popular. We got to contain the edges. We can't let him get wild outside. Nice job containing the football, everybody rallying and limiting the damage on the play.
Bringing the heat. Wide open downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants,
got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
and they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because